Hi my yogis of YouTube, how are you all doing? Welcome in today's video. Today we are going to do a gentle hip release focused flow to release those hips. This class is good to release some negative energy stored in the hips as well as increase flexibility. If you like yoga and you like the sound of my voice amongst other things, I hope you like my flows. Please give me a thumbs up or even better, subscribe to my channel. It is the best way to support this channel. Thank you very much in advance. Now without any further ado, let's get to our mats, shall we? Let's start on our hands and knees. Make your big toes touch behind you and bring your knees to the outside edges of your mat. And like this, bring your hips towards your heels and sink it all the way down to your mat into a wide-legged child's pose. The reason we do a wide-legged child's pose is, well, because this way we get to target our hips a little bit more than we would in a traditional normal child's pose, which is more for a release for the lower back as well. And just breathe here, finding a bit of stillness. And let's bring it back up slowly. Keep your hips there and start making some circles with the hips. Really focus on moving the hips left to right in a circle-like motion. You can also do it by including the ribs, but we are really focusing on our hips today, so let's circle them out first. So nice slow circles to the right, really focusing on opening those hips. And next time you're back, you can reverse the direction. So if you went to the right, now go to the left or the other way around. And don't be scared to make big movements. Maybe start moving with your breath a little bit. Inhale to the front and exhale to the back. Inhale to the front and exhale to the back. Beautiful. Sink it down. And on your next inhale, flip your feet in front of you. Flip your feet in front of you and we'll turn towards you. And put the soles of your feet together. The closer we bring our feet towards our body in folding forward, the more we are targeting on opening those hips. And that's what we want today. So you don't have to be here either, don't worry. Just put them somewhere normal, not like this, you know. Put them somewhere in a normal distance from your body. Inhale, really lengthening the spine. Imagine there's like a little thread out of your head, lengthening your entire spine all the way from the tailbone up to your head. And exhale, fold it forward. And try not to round the spine too much. Try to bend from the hips, fold from the hips over your body, rather than having this kind of thing, which is nothing wrong with it really, but that way we have a more of a stretch in our spine, and that's not what we're looking for today. So try and keep the spine neutral. It's better to stay more up and really focus on the sensation on the inner thighs rather than having to round the spine to bend deeper. And if you've watched my other video about Ujjayi breathing, pranayama Ujjayi, yeah, this is one of those moments that is nice to target your focus by including Ujjayi into your practice. If you haven't watched that video, I will put up a box for you so you can check it out. up in the corner somewhere, floating around the screen. And on your next inhale, slowly come back up to a seated position. Put everything back where it's supposed to be. And straighten your right leg in front of you. Tippy toes are pointing to the ceiling, and your left leg, your left foot is on the outside of your right knee. Inhale, hands to the sky. Really reach again that thread that's pulling you up, lengthening your spine. And on the exhale, give me a twist. You can hold your knee, or you can hook your arm behind the knee to help you deepen the twist. And it's important here to breathe. Inhale, create space in your body, and exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, back to neutral, and exhale, bring your foot on the inside of your knee this time. And we're going to do a forward fold. So inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold over your body, folding from the hips. So again, if you need to stay up here, that's okay. Don't go like this, bending the back. Keep your back long, and maybe you even want to bend your knee a little bit if that allows you to go deeper. As long as you're feeling sensation in the back of the leg, in the hip, that's what we're aiming for. When your toes are still pointing to the ceiling, your leg is engaged. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, switch sides. So straighten your left leg, place your right foot on the outside of your left knee. Knee is up in the air. Inhale, straighten the back, long, and open to your right side. Hold the knee or hook your elbow to be able to twist deeper. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, place your foot on the inside of your knee this time. And inhale, long. Exhale, bend forward. Again, maybe you're up here. All the spine, wherever you are today, is exactly where you need to be. Just be patient with your body. You will, over time, you will increase your flexibility. You will feel your muscles. Create space, let go, and for you to be able to increase that flexibility, that mobility is very rewarding. But it's not the goal though. The goal is to be healthy in your body and your mind. So focus on the health, and the results will follow anyway. Inhale, come back up, and exhale. Come to hands and knees. Fold your tippy toes under and slowly bring yourself up to your first downward dog of the day. Walk it out a little bit if that feels good, left and right. Bend your left leg, hang a little bit in the hip. And your right leg hanging in the hip. Pressing it out. And to neutral. Lift your right leg to the sky. Keep your hips square. So not this, no opening. Keep your hips square. Lift your leg. Put it back down. Touch the mat and bring it back up. One more time. Touch the mat. Bring it back up. And now bend your knee and open your hips into a three-legged dog. Press the hands evenly into the mat. Beautiful. Bring your knee to your chest, press it up, and step your foot between your hands. Gorgeous. Find your balance. Imagine scissoring the legs together. And inhale, reach high, lengthen the spine. So the hips are pointed forward, they are square. If that means you have to bend your back leg a little bit, so be it, that's fine. Focus on finding that length in the spine while keeping the hips square. And when you're there, then straighten the back leg, yes? Beautiful. So reaching high, I know you can't see my hands, but they're still there, it's okay. And exhale, bring the hips down to the floor. Inhale, reach high. And exhale, bring your hips down towards the floor. Beautiful. Now pivot the back foot open and bring yourself into a side lunge. The left tippy toes are pointing up towards the sky. Now bring your right hand on the side, on the floor. Reach your left hand to the sky. Opening the chest, stay here, or if it's available to you, give me a bind behind your back. Really opening. Beautiful. Let it go and bring your hips onto the floor into a straddle, like a half straddle, right? Reach your right hand to the ceiling. Reach it high and over towards your toes. You don't have to reach them, that's okay. Reaching up high and again towards your toes. High, keep the leg engaged, the toes are pointing up. And one more time, towards your toes. And up. And now flip your body towards that foot. So now when we reach, our body is folded towards the leg. Inhale back up. Exhale towards the foot. Inhale back up. And exhale towards the foot. Beautiful. Come back up. Come back to hands and knees. Flip the tippy toes under and push yourself up to a downward dog again. Pressing the hands into the floor, pressing the feet into the floor. If you're there, the heels also. If you're here, bending the knees, that's okay. Try and bend your knees rather than rounding the spine. If you can, bring your heels to the floor, that's okay. Now, bring your left foot in the sky. Keep the hips square and down to touch and back up. One more time, down to touch and back up. And flip your hip open into a three-legged downward dog. Press evenly in both hands. Beautiful. Bring your knee towards your chest and your foot between your hands. Find your balance. Imagine scissoring the legs together and bring it up into a crescent lunge. Maybe this side feels different than the other side. That's okay. Reach high, long, long, long. And bring your hips towards the floor. Back up. Long, long, long. And down towards the floor. Flip your back foot open. And come into a side lunge. Bring your left hand on the floor, right hand towards the ceiling. Stay here, or if you did the bind on the other side, I invite you to do the bind on this side as well. Opening the chest. Gorgeous. And then bring it down. I will turn over so I am pointing or facing towards you again. So we are back in our half straddle. Reach your hand high and over towards your toes. Open the side body. Inhale back up. Exhale towards the toes. Inhale back up. Exhale overhead towards the toes. And inhale, turn your body towards your foot. Exhale, reach it. Folding from the hips. Inhale, back up. Exhale, towards your foot. Inhale, back up. And exhale, last time towards your foot. Beautiful. Slowly come up to a neutral. And give yourself a big hug. Your knees into your chest. And slowly roll yourself down, laying onto the mat. I'm going to do our last hip stretch for today. Bring your knees into your chest. Point the feet up. The toes toward the ceiling. Grab your foot from the outside of the feet and bring your feet up with your knees towards your armpits. Happy baby pose. Happy baby pose. And really focus on lengthening the spine here as well. Don't tilt your hips too much, trying to reach your knees towards the floor or towards your body, but lengthen the spine and see how that feels in your hips as well. If it increases the sensation or if it makes it more tolerable or more nice, more gentle. Give it a sway from left to right, rocking like a happy little baby. A little massage for the back. And if you would like to add a little bit extra as a little challenge in this last posture, or actually it's not a last posture, but it's the last big hip opening stretch. So if you would like a little bit extra, see if you can straighten your right leg while keeping the left one in a happy baby, and bring it back, and then straighten the left leg. Back and the right. Back and exhale the left. And back to neutral. Hug your knees into your chest, straighten the left leg, and bring your right knee over to your left side. Rearrange the hips a little bit. Bring your right arm out straighten the right arm out, like that. And look at your right hand over your right shoulder. A nice twist. I always like to end with twist. It just releases the back in such a yummy way. Inhale, bring your knee back in your chest. And switch it up, so straighten the right foot, the left leg is in the chest, and bring it over to your right side, looking over to your left. Just a couple of breaths here. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Bring your knees back into your chest. And slowly roll yourself back up to a seated position, an easy pose. And your hands on your knees. Close your eyes one moment. Inhale, reach your hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Inhale, hands to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart. And rest your hands on your knees. And slowly open your eyes. I want to thank you for joining me in this video. I hope you had a great time. I hope you loved it as much as I did. And I hope to see you for our next video next Sunday. Thank you very much. Namaste.